Okay, so here's a more detailed walkthrough of how I did the scribble animations as promised. So I did go ahead and I opened up the module, the infographic module. This is from Hand-Drawn Whiteboard Mega Bundle. And so I copied one of those and I just pasted it in here. Now, as we kind of looked at in what we can do is I make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't really, it kind of just whatever you want here, but it makes a little less work when you save that. So I'm going to save that as a AI file just on my desktop here, so I can get at it pretty easily. And it really doesn't matter. Now I'm using Illustrator 2014 CC, the CC 2014. And so here's the assets that you get with the Scribbly icon maker, and it comes with a PDF that talks you through how to do this. And they also include, I think, these I don't know, these icons, which are really irrelevant. You can use them, of course, but you can also get the ones that are already in Hand-Drawn Whiteboard Mega Bundle and the free pack and all that good stuff. And so the stuff that with these free tips also, there's going to be a lot of icons that you can use. But it comes with all these 20 different samples, and I think that's just kind of their way of making it look like there's a lot more stuff. Really, you don't need that. I went ahead and deleted all of but one. And those are the final icons, and these are the source files. And so what you're doing here is you're not going to need very many. You can, of course, duplicate these or whatever. But so the first thing to do is just go in, and they have these art files. And so all I do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to close that folder. Now I saved the Adobe Illustrator file here, and I just like to drag it over on my desktop there. And then once I've got that, I can drag it into the project. And so there's the Adobe, smiley face. Now we just double click that and we're in it, and now I can drag that onto the stage. And it gets in comes in not very big. You'd probably want to size that up a little bit. You can, I can go ahead and delete the original, and then we click on that and we can make that bigger. What they say is avoid hitting the red. You can make it whatever size you want. Now, in this case, we're really just importing in the asset to work with the final effect, and they've got that final effect already kind of applied to this composition. And so the animation is already done. Now, it starts off with, you can go into Edit Composition here in the composite settings. And it starts off with 33 seconds, and we probably don't want that. Go in here and change the background, which you probably want to do for a whiteboard video. And then you can go in and change the time. You probably don't need that. If you're going to use this with VideoMaker FX, a lot of the slides are not 33 seconds long, and you can do this as small as 3 seconds. I'm making it 10 here, just for the whatever. And you can also change the file size. What I do is I'm going to create an MOV file, so I don't want to have this big old file here. And so what I did was I changed it to 250 by 250 because I knew that was going to leave a lot of space, and I didn't need all of that. Okay, so hit OK, and it did result in the animation being bigger, but that's no problem. I can just size it down, and it's really not going to hurt it. It's based on a vector image, and so size that, get it in there. Just make sure that there's a little bit of space for the effect to take place, because it kind of bumps around a little over all the different frames. It's a little tricky sometimes to get it. I kept on having to click that, but that gives me room for it. It's going to do kind of a bumpy organic effect there, which is pretty cool. And then after that, I'm going to go in here and do export render. It takes a little bit of time, so I'm not going to show that. I'm going to go ahead though, and first thing I like to do is go in and do the alpha channel. So I'm not going to include all that white. And then I want to just give it a name, and I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to do smiley face there. Okay, and then you're good to go. You just hit render. Now I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. Okay, so after it's done, what happens is we go in and we look at it, and we've got a MOV here on the stage. And the next step I need to do is I need to go to get that converted to an FLV file. Now I can use this MOV file with things like ScreenFlow, Camtasia, After Effects itself, any video program that will import and use an MOV file. But in this case, I want to work with VideoMaker FX, and so I need to go to a few more steps. I need to get this into Flash and then make an SWF file. So in order to do that, I want to go and I want to get Zamzar. Zamzar is a free utility. Now, if you have an older version, if you're not using Adobe Cloud and you're updated with Adobe CC 2014 apps is what they call them now. You can use the Media Exchange or whatever it's called. Let me see. It's Adobe Media Encoder, the encoder. But unfortunately, Adobe in its amazing lack of wisdom made Adobe Media Encoder CC 2014 not support FLV files. I don't know who is running Adobe anymore, but they do some idiot things like that. Anyone who uses Flash and knows that you can't copy and paste Flash files from Adobe Illustrator and back and forth and that kind of thing. It just, I don't know. They used to be so professional, and they do dumb things like this now. But anyways, you can't do that, even though a Flash requires that you have an FLV file if you want to put it inside of Flash. So who knows what they're thinking. But so just the easy solution is Zamzar, and there's others. But Zamzar is my favorite, and so I actually have a membership here, so I can do a lot of stuff with this. It allows me to, I think I have a minimum of like 5 gigabytes or I don't know, something like that. But you don't need that. You can use the free version. You select the MOV file, and then what you want to do is you want to have it convert to FLV. You put in your email and then you hit convert, and it's going to email it to you. I've already got it, so I don't need it. But once I have that, you get the FLV file, and then what you want to do, oops, I want to go into Flash, don't I? Then what we do is you just import that FLV file here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete one of them and then just import a new one here. I've got a folder of them, of course, and the ones that are available online. And so you can grab them if you're a member, or you get the free ones below this video, or actually in the main video. Now you see, now I've got these little boxes here that I use just to kind of they give me an idea of I know that the text is going to be over here, or I know that the below here. So this is for if I want it to be sort of in the top center version. And the really easy thing to do is you can simply publish this, and you can get take a look at it here. And in this case, I'm using a template, and so I'm going to go ahead, and that's going to be located here. Sorry for my messy desk. And then I just rename this. I'm going to do this test file, and then I can get VideoMaker FX open. Should have had that open by now. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, it is open. And so I can put it here. Now this is there's several different slides that you can use. In fact, let's go ahead and do a new one just for the fun of it. And so I'm going to get the text effect here, and we're going to look for, let's say, I think 12 is. That's one of them. This has 2 sets of things that come down. Let's actually not use that, as we'd have to edit both of those text, those deals there. This is kind of, let's find one here that we can use. Nah, this one would work, and so let's go ahead and why not? Oh well, actually no, it's got that stuff. Well, we can edit that. So here, let's do that. Let's do this. So in this particular one, we can go in, and this is a little long actually. I don't know what's going to happen, so let's just for the fun of it. But we've got a 10-second animation, and this particular one lasts longer. So now this has all these texts, and the first thing I want to do is I want to make it. You saw that I disabled the background. What I want to do is I need to see where my art, my stuff is going to appear. So this is the second line. So my first line is a little long, and actually all I have to do to change that is, I can come down with the font size. And I need to have it selected to do that, I think. Maybe not. So there we go. Your second, and then, so really the third one is the big offender here. So let's make that smaller. And let's make it black so that we can see it. And we need to make the 4th one also black, or maybe the 5th one, I'm sorry. And we'll select that. I don't actually think we have to select it, but just for the heck of it, I did. And let's come back up here. I need to get this black also. So there we go. There's our text. I think that a big feature is still a little bit big. Select all that and make it 65. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so now we just want to get our animation in here. So I'm going to go to the images, select background, do the browse, and I'm going to look on my here's my test file, and open it, and it's fitting. It's fine. So I can put that in here, and you can adjust other slides as well. But you can get it in, in with whatever you want, the text you want to have, and all you have to do is make sure it's not too long or the font's not too big, just like I did there. And if you want, you can make this more fun by they've already kind of got some different colors here, so I might do something like that, and mix it up and make it interesting, I don't know, something like that, and get playful with it and make it cool and creative. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but this allows you to just get in something here that is custom, that would fit whatever your message is. And so you can do this with any of the icons. You can just go through and whatever, say your message is about, I don't know, LinkedIn or something, and so you just get the LinkedIn from the social icons and just apply the same effect, and there you go. It's actually LinkedIn in the and if you remember, I had LinkedIn, Google Plus, Pinterest, Facebook icons, and a bunch of other stuff. So that's already done for you if you want to use those. So there you go. This is a pretty cool technique, and you can really do this with a lot of stuff that at VideoHive, and we'll be covering a lot more besides these. All right, thanks.